What we're going to discuss in this video is how to replace the coupler on your Cuisinart blender. We're going to replace the Cuisinart coupler on this blender, which is that little black piece that spins the blades. It's made out of plastic and it breaks easily. The first thing you always want to make sure is that your machine is unplugged before you open it up and start getting close to any electrical components. Once you've made sure that your machine is properly turned off, turn it upside down and locate the screws on the bottom housing. There's one in the back and two on the front near the feet of the blender. We're going to use a long Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to take these screws out individually and remove the bottom housing. Once the screws are properly removed, simply take off the bottom housing of the blender to expose the motor shaft and board. What you'll notice on the motor shaft is that there's an indent just long enough to put a flathead screwdriver in there. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take a flathead screwdriver, place it in the motor shaft so it will allow us to take the coupling off easily and simply. So once our Phillips head screwdriver is in there, we're going to hold it and make sure that it doesn't move while we turn the coupling clockwise to remove it. Now some people, because this item is made out of plastic, you'll notice that once this is broken off, a gold piece is still left on the motor shaft. The same thing will happen. You'll need to take a pair of pliers to remove it. Once it's removed, place the new coupler or coupling on, spin it counterclockwise while holding the motor shaft again with the Phillips head screwdriver. Put the coupling back on. Once the coupling is properly back on, simply put the bottom housing back onto the top of the blender. Make sure that the cord is in place. Snap it back in and take your screws and your screwdriver and replace the bottom housing blender. Once the base is properly on and the coupling is properly on, we need to secure it. So plug the blender in and take the jar assembly for your Cuisinart blender and place it on top of the machine. Press the on button and the pulse button. What you're going to do is hit stir a couple of times just to secure the coupling to the blender. Once that's done, the coupling should be secure. You can properly take the jar off, unplug the machine, and you'll be ready to use your blender again. This has been how to replace the coupling on your Cuisinart blender. For updates, coupons, and contests, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/1800parts or tweet us at 1-800-PARTS.